Hey guys, Jacob here. This is going to be another vendor reset for the Thieves Den. I know you guys have already seen one of these this morning, and he did change. He's actually in DZ South at the moment. If you guys look in the bottom right corner there, it will say Thieves Den vendor available. Once you guys get here, he will be in the normal spot as usual, right up here against the wall. Just a reminder, the DZs do change. For example, this was occupied, but now it flipped. And if you go over to DZ West, it is now occupied, and this is now normalized. That's why the vendor is different. So if it is changed, just remember that it does flip. So if something's there in a previous video and it's not selling anymore, due to the fact it can flip and go to a different DZ and be selling something different. But he's right here against the wall, and he is selling the Halloween mask, Y'all Gear mask, which is going to be the perfect insulated named high-end mask. And you can see you get 10% hazard protection, which is really nice right there. 10% skill haste, 14,000 health. You can roll this if you want to have double blues. I know some people are looking for ones that have hazard already on them, so they can roll hazard and crit chance to run a clutch build or a DPS style build with this and get a little bit of crit chance out of the mask. But if you're running, straight up blues and you want to have health and hazard, you could always roll a 40% hazard roll on here with the 10% already on there, so that's 50. So you're getting 50 and 50% hazard protection. So that's actually going to get you over 100% hazard when people are using stuff like the bleed, so the hive, for example, when people are bleeding you with that, or skills that are causing you to bleed, you can have protection from those, and also stuff like fire, when people throwing the fire grenades, or people using flame turrets. And that's about it pretty much for the mask. If you guys don't have one, I recommend picking it up. It's going to cost you 70 resources, which you guys can acquire throughout the DZs, especially Occupy Dark Zone if you want to farm for a lot of them. Next is going to be the ongoing directive gloves, which have 6% LMG damage and shotgun damage. A True Patriot backpack with skill power, skill haze, insulate, and crit chance. Hardwire holster with 24,000 health and 19% skill haste. The health roll on this actually is not bad if you're trying to find a pretty decent health roll. You can get it way higher, but I know it's a little bit harder for some of you guys to find stuff. But you can always craft these if you want to get the components and just test your luck and see if you can get a better one. Negotiator's Dilemma holster with 14,000 armor on kill and 228 skill power. Tip of the Spear knee pads with 7% crit chance. Ace and 8 gloves with 7% marksman rifle damage and SMG damage. So these already have 7% on them. They're kind of low, but if you don't have a pair and you want a pair that already has marksman rifle damage on there, you could always change the SMG damage to crit chance or assault rifle, something like that. Or you could always just craft these if you have the blueprint from the raid. Now to the weapons, they're selling a SBR Vector 45 ACP with breadbasket, optimize, and protected deploy. A M45A1, or the 1911 as most people call it, has close and personal, optimized, and double duty. Y'all Gear gloves with 4% assault rifle damage and surgical and skill power. If you're looking for, Y'all Gear gloves, so you could stack hazard and weapon damage, and using like the mask, and you could run the gloves, you could actually pick these up. You guys want to stack a little bit more damage with the hazard protection from the perfect insulated mask. Next is going to be the Fenris Group AB mask with 28% damage to elites, 14% skill haste, and trauma. The mod they're selling is 1% damage to armor, 2% weapon damage, and 2% optimal range. And the last item on the list is going to be the cooling vents for the hive with 72% skill haste, which if you guys are looking for a mod or you need one that has this much skill haste and you have trouble finding them, then you could pick this up and run this on the hive, which is in the launcher slot. But that's me about it, guys. Thank you all for watching. Make sure you guys subscribe for more Division 2 content. And as always, I will catch you guys in the next one.